Radio to media. Radio to media. Radio to media. Radio to media.
On FM 103.9.
You listen to Truth Radio 103.9 FM, live from Freetown. That's True the Last.
This is Truth Radio on 103.9 FM, a new wave of radio listening in Sierra Leone. Stay tuned.
I believe that football brings us together. I believe in the power that peace can bring. Now we must all work together to bring about football for peace. Let us unite. Football for peace.
Oh, so you know, cause we're different, it don't mean we can't unite. For the game, do it right. Whether you win or lose, no matter your type or your kind, we can make it a better place. So play the game, share the love, let them know say we get what we want.
Unity, love and peace on the field. One ball, one love, one goal. Even if the team different, but the aim in the game not the same. Let peace play a role.
Make we raise with glass and toast for the gift of life. Connect to the power, bring peace alive. The only race, not the human race. Running to the finish is a victory. Anytime we align. Go!
One game. If you check them, you go see, say, we are better together.
Welcome. Good afternoon. Welcome to Truth Sports on Truth FM 103.9, Truth Media on Facebook and on YouTube. Mina Nene Fofana. Today I get with me at the studio James Momori, winner head of administration from FC Johansen, and I also get with me Dictionary, winner a sports analyst. And today we can look into a decision of FC Johansen as they don't decide for take SLFA to CAF and FIFA. And based on WAFA then decision, the Division 1 decision for relegate FC Johansen and 10 other teams them. But before that, make we get some international updates them on football as we just think they know they happen inside the world of football. We go start with one from English Premier League as Tottenham they don't sack the head coach Thomas Frank, and this decision according to close source way the Telegraph post then say the Telegraph Sports post say the head of Tottenham then decide for make this decision for left Thomas Frank as rumors that go around the club say they talk about Arsenal Football Club too much and they compare some of him players them to Arsenal players them and the club as well to Arsenal, and we all know the issue of one time maybe arise where Thomas Frank we all lock up we get Arsenal logo. So with all that thing then they them think say maybe not an Arsenal fan or maybe not in performance so far with the club not the league. I see the Tottenham they get a very poor run so far due to injury and other crisis them. So because of that the board don't decide for let's go of Thomas Frank. Why do they talk on coach then sack? Nottingham Forest also don't sack then coach after the match yesterday. And instead the Premier League don't let go of lot of coaches then since this season they also don't start, and so far this season we look at few coaches the way they don't sack. Of course Chelsea first sack Enzo Maresca, and then Man United we decide for let's go of Ruben Amorim, and over to Spain Real Madrid decide for let's go of Xabi Alonso, and Marcel said be let's go of them coach Roberto De Zerbi, and also now Thomas Frank left Tottenham. So this then our coach where they don't sack so far this season. Clubs that they sack a lot of coach them. You viewers can also tell we what do you think saying that this reason why make the clubs that they decide for let's go of so many coaches, then this season it's only February and we don't see Boku coach that they don't sack. While they talk about that, we can go on to Arsenal on injuries and also other injuries the way they happen at the world of football, as Kai Havertz don't get another injury when I big it's on Arsenal Football Club. We all know how important Kai Havertz don't be for this the squad last season. I be the highest goal scorer. This season, after he returned from injury, he don't get 4 goals contribution, and also if we don't get a very good link up with the striker Victor Yokeres, where Boku fans they don't see say na a reason Kaido add for the factor why Yokeres go unleash in full potential, but unfortunately Kai Havertz don't get injury, and this therefore means they therefore miss the North London derby where therefore take place on February 22. Was today on injury, a big one for most football fans them as a player where most of them they consider them goats. Lionel Messi don't get an injury ahead of the start of the MLS season. It's quite unfortunate. We all know how much of an impact Messi been at the American football and also for in club Inter Miami. And a lot of fans then go don't get so disappointed as Bokuno they wait for see them goats play again. But unfortunately, it don't get injury. And also on why do they on that make we go straight to the Super League as clubs that don't decide for left the Super League. Club like Barcelona and that of Real Madrid don't decide say they not go take part in the Super League again, then go continue for playing at the Champions League. We dey go straight to individual achievements so far na the leagues them, and we dey go all the way to Bayern Munich as Harry Kane when na the English captain don be an incredible player for Bayern Munich as he don't get 154 goal contribution inside 129 games the way he don't play for the team. He don't get 123 goals and he don't get 31 assists for Bayern Munich ever since he joined the club. When a big team and we all know how good Harry Kane is doing in terms of the Premier League with Tottenham, and they go Bayern Munich and the numbers then they prove for say yes, it don't be a big boost to the club and to the project as well. Good news for Thomas Tuchel as England they don't decide for extending contract to 2 years. So he can for be with the team throughout the World Cup and of course going on to the next international competition onto the Euros 2028. When a good thing for him as a manager and hoping succeed in the club. I make we get some football updates them on games they will play going. We'll start between the game between Chelsea and that of Leeds United would be end 2-2. That game they be play a day before yesterday, and also Everton and Burnley games. Everton be lost to Bournemouth 2-1, and also Tottenham be lost to Newcastle and the results be end 2-1. And Man United be draw with West Ham. Unfortunately, that United fan will get caught again because the team don't end up draw and the 5 straight win will start again. The counts don't begin back for Man United start very well with Michael Carrick, and unfortunately then we get a 4 straight win, but unfortunately they not be able to get a win against West Ham. For games that we played yesterday, the game between Aston Villa and that of Brighton, where Aston Villa be win 1-0 and Crystal Palace be play Burnley and Burnley be defeat Crystal Palace 3-2, and Manchester City also be win against Fulham 3-0, and Nottingham Forest be draw with Wolves 0-0, and we also see Liverpool be defeat Sunderland, giving Sunderland their first defeat at home so far this season. Sunderland don't be a very good team, and the first leg with Liverpool we see say them be defeat Liverpool, but now Liverpool self don't score with a goal where Van Dijk be score. Make we go now on to local football. The match we play yesterday between Liverpool strikers and that of Freetown City FC as Liverpool striker be win that game day by 1-0, and Abacha City be draw with Banta FC 2-2. That now result the way of games the way play yesterday and the day before yesterday on various matches. Now make we come on to the main discussion. Like I say earlier, I get with me now the studio James Momori, winner head of administration for FC Johansen, and I also get with me now the studio dictionary winner a sports analyst, and today we can look into the decision where FC Johansen don't take SLFA to CAF and FIFA based on the Division 1 Snappy League where WAFA be organized, and they say FC Johansen don't relegate, a decision where the team not pleased with. But Dictionary and James, welcome to Truth Sport.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a pleasure being here also, and also to all the listeners and viewers out there.
All right, dictionary, earlier wise up the update them talk about coaches the way they don't seem for the lost their job so far this year now the different leagues them around the world. Then we see mostly now the Premier League clubs that all left most of them players them I go make share your idea like what do you think say now the reason why clubs they're not a patient coach them again this them they decide for left them very soon.
All right. So, quite as recently, when it comes to this 2026 era, I just frame as the year of sacking coaches, this 2026. Because if you calculate from January 1st, from Enzo Maresca era up to today, February 12th, it speaks volumes, say, in less than close to 2 months now. We don't see rapid firing, we don't go on. And there's always an expectation when they come on from team managers for and team administration for a coach. There is so much you have to deliver. There are teams with the expectation every team gets a goal of the year. In which some teams, if you win the Premier League, there are some teams you're supposed to win a trophy. There's some teams just maintain and don't relegate. So understand the different version. There are teams you have to go to Europe. There are teams just the middle of the league, don't relegate, and there are teams you have to win a trophy. But teams like Arsenal, being trophyless now is just a normal nomenclature now among the Arsenal team. Away from that, let's just put some facts across. Sean Dyche has recently been sacked. He took 114 days as coach. We see Victor Pereira, one of the former Wolves coach, Nanka replacer. And Victor Pereira, we don't work with Evangelist Marianitsky. Now Olympiacos by then, we win 3 trophies for him. So the next one also we get for do with a couple of coaches. Thomas Frank was sacked on the 11th of February 2026. So let's start with Thomas Frank. Frank tactically is a good coach, but there are coaches in Europe, irrespective of your license, there are teams you cannot coach. Let this be a clear on call. So you might have all the giftedness, you might be tactically get the insight, but there are teams with so much pressure on you that you have to deliver. Just 2 or 3 games you drew, or perhaps you lose, instantly it demands you being sacked. So that's the point on Thomas Frank. Thomas Frank, when he was playing for Brentford, I enjoyed his tactic as Brentford. You see the amount of players will be committed, but losing quality players at Brentford, and there comes the big teams like Tottenham coming for you. There's a higher pay, and it actually the upskill you CV as a coach. No coach, no, they will go on in a small team forever. Yeah. And some of these big teams, when they come for you, they give you a creative contract, and they will tell you this is what they have to do, and they will give you the spend and spree. You see, when he came, he brought in the Kudus, he brought in the Xavi Simons, quality players who are very talented and very gifted. But in your own case, he's a stubborn guy. And one of the key things that's happened, I was checking through Instagram when he held an Arsenal mug. That was just a joke. It was gifted to him. He had an Arsenal mug, perhaps subconsciously, no. And then he was sipping tea from it. That's just another conversation. But Tottenham gets an expectation. Winning the European League last year, they have to stay in Europe. They are almost at the bottom of the league. Yeah. And it's a red flag for you, Brentford. You coaching at Brentford, you had quality players there who scored goals, who assisted, and your tactic was complimented that you even did well. You even won a Coach of the Month award. So it tells you, say, when a team like Tottenham comes for you, you have to deliver. So in your problem, he had a problem with the board. And the board be the watcher some certain change the way you need for do. But mind you, the board of Tottenham, the new stadium they have, and Tottenham wants to go into Europe again. So it tells you the top 5 now. Tottenham, we know Tottenham for the past 4, 5, 6 seasons down the line, the Hurricane and Son era. Yeah. They might miss out on the Champions League, but you find them in the Europa League. So, and it remains 12 more games in the Premier League. So there's a pressure. Away from Thomas Frank, Xavi Alonso. Alonso was sacked on the 12th of January. Today make 1 month exactly where they sack Alonso from Real Madrid. Alonso barely took 8 months barely in Real Madrid. And why he was sacked? 2 things. 1, when you get to lose the Clásico, for Real Madrid's point of view, you will literally be relieved of your job. Secondly, when you fall out with the Galacticos, now there's a Galacticos, that's what we know Real Madrid for. The Galacticos having the quality players. The players get more influence and decision making than the coach for Real Madrid. Unlike other teams in which the coach get decision for make. For Real Madrid, when a set of cabal form against you, you leave the team. Incidents happen when Mourinho and Ramos and Casillas fall apart. When Mourinho and Casillas get for putting complaint across, Mourinho left. So Real Madrid is a team that protects their players more than the coaches. That is why the coaches don't get too much influence in decision making than the players. You see the Mbappe, the Vinicius Junior, the Bellingham, he lose the changing room. And when you lose the dressing room as a coach, instantly you fall out to the players. So in your lost one, in your sack one, today make 1 month. I think leaving Real Madrid He won more games in less than 33 games. He won more games than any other Real Madrid coach in the shortest time. So losing to Real Madrid, and there were games he lost, and tactically, it made a malfunction. So then they all bring pressure for her. Let me go up to Enzo Maresca, my darling boy. So Maresca was sacked on the first day of
Your
the.
darling boy.
He's my
It's
darling
like,
boy,
you know, okay with the decision of Maresca being sacked.
For Maresca, he needed time. Maresca is a good coach. He's a top class coach, and he's the next Pep Guardiola I'm going to see in the future to come. Not more so like the Arsenal's coach or so. I don't see much in him. Tactically, you see, say he gets this Guardiola system, but his problem was he fall out to the board. Chelsea right now, from the pressure that ran from the Ukraine-Russian war, in which they forced Abramovich to sell Chelsea, you see there is a trauma up to now it affects Chelsea, and it affects the board up to now. So El Guzzi and Todd Boehly puts pressure upon the man. He didn't have the decision to make when he wanted to buy players. He was never in support of Garnacho. So players like the Garnacho deal, the Hato deal, there were players he brought in. It was not in favor. But the team, the club, Chelsea of itself, these are business people. Buy a player and give an 8 years, 10 years contract. It's like we buy and then we sell in return and get higher income. So Maresca was not. So it fell out with the team. And then rumors would even go around for his sack one. From the 15th of December, he knew he was going to leave. So he resigned. He was not sacked. He left the job. Away from Maresca, so they move on. Watch out for Ruben Amorim, sacked on the 5th of January. Oh my God. This one is a stubborn guy. He's a very, very stubborn guy. So Amorim literally live in Manchester United. He didn't fell out to the board as per se. He caused his own sack one. There was the last press conference he had. Okay. He spoke up outright that he's a manager and he's not a coach. There's a difference between a manager and a coach. Yeah. And he make it clear, say, when they manage everything for them within his jurisdiction, you cannot limit the man. So it tells you he will get fallout with the team, with the administration, and not with the players. So this be the impacts get some amount of effect on the players. These are the same players playing on a Carrick. And they are doing exceptionally well.
So I'm looking at the Amorim sack one. You think it's a very good decision from the United, but looking at how Carrick they manage the team, and so far it's 5 games with 0 loss. So
for Amorim take 14 months at Manchester United, and you see Fletcher will barely can take 2 or 3 games, get for influence the entirety of him. Amorim's football tactics it cannot be played in England. I think he's better fit in those other leagues, like the Portugal Liga.
Antonio Conte succeed with that managing Chelsea.
Antonio Conte's age by then to Amorim is different. And if you watch it tactically, Amorim is a young coach, not get that much of experience yet, and not coach 2 quality players yet. Because when you get to coach quality, professional, highly professional players, it go to determine you for get for put up. But he fell out of the board. Quick as they move. And last one, this is my darling coach, the Zabri. The Zabri sacked on the 11th of February yesterday. So the Zabri, I watched a 5-0 loss to Paris Saint-Germain. So tactically, he's an exceptional coach. I enjoyed him coaching in England. You get to see the amount of enthusiasm, the amount of tactical changes, especially when they run towards 60, 70 minutes. It's a bit changing an entire game plan. In back, he fell out to the board. There are certain decisions where the board will take, where okay with. And these are coaches in Europe, literally, despite you give all the money, when they get to they say, this is what I want, not like a salon where coach they go big, SLF back, tell and say, it doesn't happen in the West. So if it is happening that way, you see the Zabri left. He left despite the 5-0 lead, the 5-0 loss to Paris Saint-Germain. There was a pressure on Marseille. Olympique de Marseille is, Marseille, now where Paris can actually remove them up. First in the French league, Ligue 1, Paris Saint-Germain is not even on account. You talk about Lyon and Olympique de Marseille. Now you see that Paris don't dominate the league. Yeah. So him leaving also, he fell out to the board because there are players he wanted, the board not found them. So that's the reason why.
All right. That's a dictionary in a sports analyst, and you don't give your views on various coaches, the way they don't get sacked around international football. And I also get James Momo with me at the studio, we're at the head of administration for FC Johansen, and we can talk about, FC Johansen, the decision for take SLFA to CAF and FIFA. James, welcome again to Truth Sports. I want to make you tell we waiting at the reason why una want decide for take SLFA to CAF and FIFA.
Okay, it's just based on principle and regulation about football. Football is governed by rules and regulation. So, last season FC Johansen play Division 1 throughout the tournament. We played very well. But at the end of the day, SLFA and WAFA put a press release say no relegation, no promotion to the Premier League from Division 1. So it's fine. We all relax and prepare our boys them for the upcoming Division 1 league. So we see fixtures after 1 month, say FC WAFA they organize a snappy competition. Like till we never play snappy competition as well. Many people don't used to this snappy competition. So we'll see this press release. Then owner of the team, Madam Aisha Johansen, immediately contacted the president of the FA, Mr. Babadi Kamara, sorry. Yeah, and the information was he's not going to recognize the snappy competition. And he's going to investigate the snappy competition from Babadi Kamara. And the owner said, okay, it's fine. If the FA president say in order to recognize the snappy competition, so why should we play the snappy gala? In fact, it's the gala, not competition. So we know we play. And that's just one side of it. The second part of it, administratively, WAFA need to run proper administrative, they need to run properly as an administrative office.
People, please come closer
Sorry.
to the mic so they will get
They need to run properly as an administrative office. WAFA, we then get we emails, then get we phone numbers, then know most of we addresses, then WAFA not ever communicate with we about the snappy competition. They don't ever write to FCO and say about the snappy competition. They don't ever no notification to us about this snappy competition, like orientation. And in fact, doing a snappy competition, people go for understand this. If we go for play any competition after this, before this competition starts, therefore don't tell people then say, look, now una dey play the Division 1. After this Division 1, una get for play snappy competition. Why the snappy competition? According to them, then say because of the ecosystem, they have for reduce team there and for meet up the FIFA calendar. Okay, it's fine. You're talking about this ecosystem. There's also doing the Thomas Daddy Bremer in time. This same ecosystem, say the Premier League team then too much now with Sierra Leone, let they reduce them to 14. You understand? But there's a process. They don't say immediately within. You understand? That was from 2019 to 2016, and which they are working on presently. As I'm talking now, they still have 18 Premier League team playing. They don't do snappy competition for relegate team there immediately. Say, okay, look, can't do this for this team there. We don't play Division 1 then. You don't ever tell about snappy competition. Now you can't tell about snappy competition. What we don't ever play. We don't ever know about snappy competition. You don't ever write to we. You don't ever inform we. We don't get no knowledge. This thing come out, the president of the FSA is not going to recognize the snappy competition, and he's going to investigate the snappy competition. So that gives us the leverage, we relax. When we see this fixture also come out, we write back, we say we don't see fixtures. What is going on? So SLFA been get to call we to a meeting. We go to the SLFA office. The meeting was chaired by the president of the FA, the secretary general was there, and other EXCO members, vice president and so on. And I did submit my case that, Mr. President, we saw a press release from WAFA that FC Johansen has been relegated to Division 2. And from what we have, the evidences we have, you, the president, don't say you are not going to recognize this snappy competition.
Yeah, just only a little bit. Why is it on that? According to WAFA, the decision of the snappy league come out from SLFA. And sometimes inside January, I began an interview with a WAFA representative, Nayaso, and he also make them clear, say, that decision they be come out from the SLFA. I got a video of a short video where I go make you see where you need to talk about that. We can get the video where in James they explain about instead of name James they explain about the competition where the organizer made the decision. SLFA give them the mandate for do that. The Division 1 competition this season, the teams then will be about 31 teams. But on a later bring them down to 20. I'm waiting come about that.
Okay, thank you very much. Around October last year, I'll get a letter from SLFA instructing all regions for play Snappy League for reduce the number of teams. And I believe so will be see the recommendation from the committee where SLFA be sent for reduce the number of division, and they do a publication say Western area forget at least 20 teams, the other regions 10 teams. So we go by the instruction of Sierra Leone Football Association, organize a league. Now, through the letter, they give you the structure of how they want the league to be organized. Then say for do a snappy league for reduce the number of teams to 20. So we adhere to the directives and do a snappy league, and through that snappy league, they will be able to get with 20 teams then.
All right. For teams, they will not be. Okay. That's not exactly what he say. Listening to what he just say, and the decision of the relegation. It talks enough from SLFA and gets the mandate from. Waiting you take on that.
You see, this is what I'm saying. It's a lack of administration. People get to understand administration. People get to understand ethics. People get to know about leadership. If this instruction come about, una don't instruct team then say for reduce to 20. Now the Division 1 league they play. Why not call all the 31 Division 1 team then say, you guys, you are going to play this Division 1 league, but we dey relegate 11 teams. Follow, we get 20. For do fairly. Football is about fair play. You understand? But if you go organize a snappy competition, that's why they worry, why they rush. That's what I'm saying. We able for play 4 games a day. Division 1 day before play 4 games per day. Because the Division 1 will just play, they play 8 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock in the morning, 12 o'clock in the afternoon, all those things. So it's not about rush. Venues then they will they play. So for people play, all that 31 teams and they for people play. But then say for reducing to 20 instruction from SLFA. And during that meeting, the arguments come about. This same argument, the Secretary General of WAFA, Ben, say the instruction was given to them by SLFA. And SLFA, they claim, say, therefore don't use the instruction wisely. But if you don't pull instructions, say, go and do this. So you don't need to manipulate those instructions. And mind you, SLFA is more bigger than WAFA. And the instruction is clear and specific. So for me, then go do. And this is what I'm saying about management, leadership, and understanding the game. For understand the rules and interpret the rules. So that's the problem. They go relegate FC Johansen. We don't write to them, appeal to them, say, may them reverse the decision back. It's not fair, then relegate we based on selfish interest, not on performance, not on merit. And mind you, this FC Johansen wouldn't look so. FC Johansen don't organize 2 major international competitions in Africa, West Africa. You understand? When nobody no do it. You understand? This FC Johansen don't win the FA Cup in Sierra Leone. This FC Johansen don't feed the national team with so many young and better players. The likes of the Kwame Kui, the Fabiaski, the Emi Dunia, so many players who FC Johansen don't feed into the national team. So why you just look at this FC Johansen, just push them aside, take team them where they play community league for go put them. Look like Aberdeen. Who's Aberdeen come up for going to Division 1? I'm not specific about them. I'm not looking at them, but just to look at the narrative. Which way Aberdeen can play Division 1 league? Aberdeen they play Kofa. You understand? But that one not there on side. That one is all about poor administration from WAFA.
All right. James, we'll continue. We'll come back on that and continue the discussion. I'll make we get a quick commercial break. This not Truth Sport on Truth FM 103.9, Truth Media on Facebook and on YouTube. I get with me, James Omori, in the studio, head of administration for FC Johansen, and I also get with me Dictionary when a sports analyst. We they come back after this break.
Mama, this internet not the gree make I do me homework. It's too slow.
I no want make you worry. Signature Connect don't come na salon. Signature Connect when a fiber internet and microwave coverage it gets, give na salon now. And it come from make the internet problem done tapata. Signature Connect where they na number 92 Regent Road Hill Station don't come, we package them. We go sweet you. When you connect, you dey get 3 days free trial for both postpaid and prepaid options. Then package and sweeto, then get 700 for small homes, 900 and then 1,250 for smaller office them and business place them. And say for corporate services them. You dey able use the internet for connect your CCTV camera, laptop and phone and other appliances them where you get na you house or you office. Not forget to Signature Connect. Day for all man. Contact them na 072 568 290 or 033 233 620.
Orange Maxit app, they give you more sweet special features wey designed for make you life simple. No miss events. Buy tickets for concerts, sports match, or any show directly from the app. Enter the marketplace, shop latest products them, check special offer them, and enjoy exclusive deals. If you make mistake on transaction, no worry. The app gets instant reversal feature where they give you control over your money. All the special features, yeah, and more they waits for you inside the app. Download Maxit now and enjoy the full experience.
Orange.
Are you tired of missing all your online meetings due to unreliable internet? Or are you paying too much for your internet and experiencing low speeds or even struggling with connectivity during video calls, streaming your favorite football match or show? WorldLink Communications Sierra Leone Limited, authorized reseller of Starlink in Sierra Leone, is here for your businesses and enterprises with super fast, unbeatable and affordable speeds here to cater to your needs. At WorldLink, we provide local support anytime, any day. To know more about our services, visit us at our office at 115 Beach Road, Lumley, or contact us on 080 000 111 or 075 000 111 or on our website at sl.wlnet.com. WorldLink Communications, empowering connectivity in Sierra Leone.
Welcome back from that commercial break there. This is not Truth Spot on Truth FM 103.9, Truth Media on Facebook and on YouTube. In case you just joined me, today we look into FC Johansen and decision for take SLFA to CAF and FIFA, and this now based on WAFA then Division 1 Snappy League where they do and FC Johansen ended up relegated to go Division 2. And I get with me in the studio James Wamori from FC Johansen in the head of administration, and I also get with me Dictionary na the studio in a sports analyst. Dictionary, you know, possibly we don't follow sport for a while now, and you know, James though explain a lot of things them will lead to the decision where they want to take. I'm looking at already James don't talk about and other thing them, also the video from James as well. What do you think about this whole decision from the Division 1 league where they organize the Snappy League coming on to FC Johansen their own decision where they don't take?
So asking me about what I think, I get so many voices in my head with upon that different thing. Because I was here a couple of weeks back and I told you, say, Salon football is on precedent. And that's not the way you know SLFA. Babadi, the same Bashmashinka business where Thomas Daddy gets, now the road nine of Biggie work and so. And I've been saying it emphatically, say, if at any point we not change that method or that modus vivendi, sorry for the English, or modus operandi of how SLFA they function, it'll become a chaos every now and then. Now, whilst you were talking with Mr. No more will talk, I note down some key things. And one of the key things is this dispute is beyond WAFA, SLFA, and also FC Johansen. So fundamentally, they raise three questions where they type down. First one, na due process. The second one, na administrative communication. And the third one, na football governance credibility. So if you get for understanding three functions there, they raise the question, say, waiting results for FC Johansen don't take this case to this level. Now, this is the key thing is, year in, year out. Now, my favorite English word I like for use. Year in, year out. When people become dissatisfied with the system, they tend to take these cases to court. And I make it clear the last time I was here, emphatically say, Salon football, if 2024 will not get court case, 2025 will get court case. If 2025 will not get court case, 2026 will get court case. And the entire problem, administrative communication. Everything rises and falls on administration. The moment a team feels as if they are not being recognized, they're being prejudiced, then the result to all this. Now, let me make with viewers understand, say, to every Snappy League, there's an advantage, there's a disadvantage. Now, the question we beg and ask SLFA in line with WAFA, did you have all the capacity to say, let me go ahead with the Snappy League? Have you ever done a Western African study or an African cause study for understand some of the countries like Senegal or Ghana or Gambia or Guinea or Nigeria, we don't undertook a league of such nature? They can weigh the options. Now, if you get to the football ecosystem, everything was battered out from the ecosystem. So you bring SLFA into this picture. Now, Babadi was the focal person when they take the entire initiative, not even free to get the meeting, they take and pong, then go to me granny impact. Now so part, I'm not gonna call it now so part and go to the meeting. When they went to the meeting, media journalists then get for raise questions about where they took the meeting. It was just limited to some certain set of people who influenced the decision. And people were not aware of it. We just wake up morning, we see them post and say there is already a football ecosystem. Now, if you are pitching a football ecosystem, consultation is very important. This number would ever reach to this level if the due process was followed or administrative communication wise, if I were very open. Now, this is the twist. If you go come back to SLFA, I'm not a play the devil's advocate for FC Johansen. I'm going to read the statement we more he talk as per the article he shared with me. So, look, him back by the word we say. If you are to take you already taking SLFA to court, the question begs, did FC Johansen literally followed all the due process within the SLFA internally?
Sure, we did. First and foremost, immediately after that meeting at SLFA, I
left this talk small, quick one. Yes, sir.
I wrote to the FA on the 29th of January to the Minister of Sports and to the President and executive members of SLFA. You understand? For them to reverse back that decision and include FC Johansen into the Division 1 competition. You understand? All right. Now, the second call meeting, they invite the Minister of Sports, that the same SLFA day, chaired by the President again. We share the same story. Madam Minister, SLFA and WAFA relegates FC Johansen from the Division 1 based on their own snappy gala without proper notification. Not even proper notification, because if you say proper notification, maybe send an attempt also. Because, okay, why would say proper also? Then claim say FC Johansen in the WAFA group. I say FC Johansen no in the WAFA group. The number what they say in FC Johansen WAFA group, what they call the number in front of the SLFA president. Now somebody pick and call, they say they represent Lower FC. Now they, so embarrassing. Everybody kept mute. You understand? Okay. Then they say the chairman of the club, Madam Aisha Johansen Bobo, then at the group. I said no, not to the number. I said no, show me the number. The number what they call the wrong number.
So like I mean now quickly, like you say. So as per you line. I understand the bottom of proof, yeah. The key thing is the SLFA is not a data WAFA, and I don't want to stay in that capacity. I want to be very objective in my conversation. This is the key thing. I talk about football governance credibility. You spoke, okay, behind this, and I'm not going to say what you said. So now, let me use another tool also get to understand, say, there could be a room where as we all know, say, Johansen was famous SLFA president and served at the FIFA Council.
Sure.
What could one say why as I'm not asking you a question, I'm just actually doing analysis. What could one get to say this is a football politics they are playing FC Johansen, suppressing FC Johansen as per the result of the outcome of what Aisha Johansen, they do things. Different school of thought go get for pondered. So away from that, let me come back to the initial conversation. WAFA, SLFA, and FC Johansen, this is not the first time for us to see such cases they happen. It might be due to the snappy league conversation, the entirety of it, but the question begs about administrative communication. Now, there's a thing called bureaucracy, of that particular one day. Sure. And as per my background in administration-wise, I understand how important bureaucracy they work. But salon down the line now, you get to see there is always this thing where how things would happen previously, the precedent where they come back. It just they follow the same pattern. You might pitch all the initiative greed. You might pitch everything nice. Now we are going to court. I tell you, say FIFA just remove off. There was a financial ban slammed. This case, I will tell you, if not properly handled, if they go to CAF, if CAF not handle them very well, if they reach right up to FIFA, and we might get a ban. No, because one, I'm just being objective because there is not an SLFA person here and also WAFA person, so not prejudice the conversation.
Let's just come back to your analysis when you try for say, this Madam Aisha Johansen people we according to your analysis for the public for analyze on. Madam Aisha Johansen, if it not been work good as an FA president, and no ever.
Well, I'm not going to talk say who good though.
And I'm
because
coming,
I know.
Why are they saying if you don't
want to get
I'm coming.
You talk half, no talk half.
I'm coming. We with the deal.
Johansen not too. We
deal with facts. You understand?
So the facts, that is what I'm happy you said we are dealing with the fact. So Mr. Momoy, I'm not call you Mr. So because they call Mr. na radio.
Okay.
I call directly as per what you talk. As per the interview where you talk.
Yes.
I'm going to call directly what you said, but don't your statement.
Okay. Who that na the Aisha Johansen na the only person who don't get the highest position at FIFA as FIFA council member. And mind you, this position where people they get on is not by money, it's not by influence or voting, it's based on integrity. They can vote you in as FIFA council member. You go sit down na the council, then get to do integrity checks.
Aisha Johansen get integrity.
She did.
You get integrity.
Of course she has.
Where?
I go to FIFA. If you don't get to go to FIFA,
we all know the FIFA politics where they play. And that's Aisha integrity.
No, not really sure because it go to the panel, the integrity panel of FIFA. For me, everywhere you don't want the election as FIFA council member, it go to the panel.
Now they ask you what the integrity now.
Of course, you want football properly in this country.
What, you get any evidence to the effect?
You the ask?
No, I'm asking you. Now you are the ask.
Aisha Johansen.
Because as per resources, not three-side conversation.
Yeah, what is your source?
You get the good, the bad, and the ugly
side. As far as I'm concerned,
she
did extremely well.
That mean, if you watch about
we all know how SLFA be the one.
Now this bongo
you understand?
On the twist, quick one before on the twist side.
Yes.
Now this bongo where you want to see they make the bill to answer you. I mean they don't come and so.
No, this is just
school go tell you that.
No, not just personal issue. That's you know, you see how Sierra Leone will not let somebody who is straightforward and let for do things good.
And that comes with perception.
You understand?
That's the perception.
Man, if Thomas Daddy Bremer, we would have been not Thomas Daddy Bremer in this country.
Me have been no.
Yeah, maybe personally.
I know personally. That's what you generalize.
Into football.
Now you the guide the conversation. Not talk as one be
into football. Nobody will be right into football. You understand?
All right, no problem.
So Thomas Daddy Bremer came under Aisha regime. Aisha exposed him. Then, of course,
football-wise or business-wise?
Football-wise, of course.
Good. So
you understand? So Madam Aisha Johansen actually exposed him football-wise. It allowed the process. When Madam Aisha Johansen resigned, say they contest the election again. Then the next step, the committee of Aisha Johansen decided to choose Thomas Daddy Bremer. And because
so
of that...
now one broke down SLFA. As per what you're saying, because it was staged.
Not saying.
No, broke down SLFA. No, as per what you're saying,
it was never staged.
Aisha Johansen guided the SLFA presidency for Thomas Daddy Bremer. We no work now for Daddy Bremer and Babadi. Let me then oust them out.
No.
So you're making it clear. No. Thomas Daddy Bremer succeeded Aisha Johansen for cover up.
Just no. That
is what you are saying.
But the same Thomas Daddy Bremer.
No, it means Babadi when they in support of an entire system. You systemize it out.
Babadi is a very close friend with Madam Aisha Johansen.
You made the assumption.
Babadi is a very good friend with Madam Aisha Johansen.
You based on your statement.
Of course, yes.
I'm talking based on your statement. Nine guide Babadi, nine guide Thomas Daddy Bremer for kind of power.
Of course.
That is what you look what you say. Now me say the Bogdan of SLF.
No, listen.
So if you watch back, there was a system that guided. There was a system.
Guide you. It just said a coach.
No, you're not guiding me. Don't guide me.
I can guide the players there. Say when I go.
There was a system.
You won't play inside and not win. You won't say that the players there, not the coach.
Yeah, you don't make emphatically clear before the neck inside. Emphatically clear, say. As per this conversation, the entirety of SLFA, WAFA, and SLFA is built on a political misalignment.
No, I can't.
Right,
well, that is what we are subscribing to.
No, I'm not.
That is what we are subscribing to.
James, while they talk with dictionary, you talk about Madam Aisha Johansen in relationship with SLFA president, being that they get a very good relationship, and also earlier you talk say if you reach out to concerning the snappy legal. So I go make you take me through waiting exactly be up, waiting be the response from the SLFA president after that.
So what is fixtures come out for go play the snappy competition without our notification, without involving us, without informing us, we don't have any knowledge. In fact, when do you know about snappy competition in Sierra Leone?
You know when they happen.
Something one day happen.
So now they back SLFA chap.
You understand?
Before you come in, to be honest, you see, consultation is the big
of course
we're having. While they talk to you, so I'm actually taking it back to SLFA. Baba, they've been expecting much from that Brawe camp. You understand that? You came with it. Financially, you have the idea. You have the money. You understand? Now I can talk on global politics, national politics level to Jagaban. I'm not talking about Anaya. But Babadi-wise, you might have the money. You might have the team, but sometimes, idea-wise, you have to consult. That is the biggest problem that affect SLFA from your Johansen era up to now.
Una can just kind of force and put idea about people when broke down now.
No,
Let me say una
no,
all
no, dictionary.
No, you're no,
Dictionary.
not emotions attached.
Let me just educate
not
people.
emotions attached.
No,
not emotions attached.
Let me just
If you're
educate the
stating
people.
this, it means say there is a far more bigger issue than this. That tells you say, Nene, there is something bigger underneath. Will literally the revolve and the result underneath between SLFA and FC Johansen. There's something serious of high conversation who might not say out of media. No emotions attached at all. But I'm saying this intentionally. The alignment, SLFA is built on precedent. Nothing has changed as per how things they move when it comes to decision making, influencing from Johansen era to now, because they get for enforce decisions on people.
No, let me say, Madam Aisha Johansen, of course, bring lights to SLFA.
Now, Etsa don't take the light. That light when you talk about, Etsa don't take her. No. You talk about lights. The lights, that light when you talk about for Johansen wake up, Etsa don't take her. Now, Babadi wake out the generator. They don't see the battery. So what do you have to say? Lights not in
before you get on to dictionary,
Yes.
they talk about the response form, because I go and make we get clear into a certain aspect wherein after Aisha reach out to Babadi, waiting exactly become the outcome before I get.
So when he reach out to Babadi, says this snappy competition, Babadi replied to Madam Aisha Johansen that he is not going to recognize the snappy gala and he is going to investigate that gala. You understand? So why should we continue with the snappy? In fact, Mano say continue. Why should we play the snappy gala?
Sure.
You understand? They don't communicate to you. For like kind of this video, there is communication between me and you.
Yeah.
You understand? And not even one day. There is confirmation also. You understand? Because now your obligation for do that. You understand? We WAFA no ever do that one day. WAFA as Ben as a lawyer, tell her, you dey deal with evidence. Show me one evidence where you go show say I communicate with FC Johansen, they not show up. You understand? I ask them again 210, they not show up. No communication, no calls, nothing. You understand? Then go ahead, don't just feel say they for go ahead and play. You understand? So after Madam don't reach out to her, we say the president saying go investigate. So relax. So CDC say we don't relegate to Division 2. We'll go to the meeting. I even come up with that thing. They say, but Mr. President, the owner of this team, Madam Aisha Johansen, did communicate to you, and you tell and say you no get for recognize this thing and you investigate. So what's in they say, oh, in the go ahead, the Division 1 play afterwards that the ecosystem, this, that, those kind of sort. You understand? They say, okay, let's go ahead. Then we appeal to them on the 29th of January. I send letter to the FA. You understand? Appeal for me, then reverse the decision back. You understand? Now, the time they call me to a meeting back with the Minister of Sports, we go to talk. Not only me, Sierra Fisheries, estate contractors, Lower Juniors, so many other teams. Then we all appeal, but then decide say still in the go ahead. So what do we do? There is a bigger body where they. And if you watch at the article,
okay, in that meeting, then decide how they go ahead with the relegation.
Then they go ahead with, yes, for relegate FC Johansen to Division 2 and the Division 1 go continue for play. You understand? Look at the article 14 and 15 of FIFA status on relegation and promotion. You understand? You they only relegate or promote team, one, based on merit, based on team performance. You understand? If you watch at based on merit, let me just educate people about based on merit. Let's say there's a crisis in Sierra Leone. You understand? Sierra Leone need for go play CAF competition. We don't see an league not do it, but then we get for register Eastern Lions. You understand? Or let's say Corona Day, but we want to go play competition. We go watch at the merit say FC Johansen don't win FA Cup. FC Johansen don't host international tournament twice. FC Johansen able for manage and go play this competition. So the FA go nominate them for go. You understand? That's the watch at merit. Based on performance, let's go to the field. Let we play. FC Johansen qualify, we qualify. If we relegate, we relegate. Why not? Now we first don't begin relegate. No. But let we relegate genuinely. But you cannot say we for relegate can down to Division 2 without merit, without performance. So they don't really abuse the rules of FIFA. Do you understand? So that's really because after all this thing, we not say any, we don't do your internal. Therefore solve things out. We don't proceed. And today will be the last day we are to discuss about this matter. As I tell you now, everything don't be submitted to CAF and FIFA. The legal team last night, I don't submit all the evidences, the remaining evidences for me them proceed with the matter.
All right. In the Division One, because una been there the last year and all. How exactly the structure of the Division One they go? Because I'm looking at the Division One, it comprises of
we
31
get
teams.
we get Sierra Leone Division One are one of the worst na the whole world. I get evidence to the effect. FC UNC lost 7 balls them. Oh, they go play ball. They didn't feel for play. Now they pull the ball them for play. If we go play game, that 10 the day na parade. I don't pull money give to coordinators there. For let them go put tents. I don't go play FC UNC. Don't go play game na Tuka Stadium. Water na the field. I pull money for bail. Men and bail you water. The coordinator then go tell you say, we no wait for say the water run down. Anytime they go, we get for play. Other teams then get for play. So actually, because of the love of the game, we do, and why not? We go with bail water, pay them bail water, pay them put tent, pay them go put this dust for mark. You understand? All those things because we want to play the game. It was really terrible. Imagine a beginning season, we go play them games and the security not the day. That's what we go play. We go play Sunsa, we go play one time at Waterloo, score goal twice. Imagine inside Waterloo, for go beat inside Waterloo, you get for be man. If you not get security, we score 2 goals. The referee self look at the situation, how the team they it disallow the 2 goals. Because security no day. We don't go play ball the day. If I show you some ball then check. Let anybody from WAFA come and go challenge her. We don't send some of the evidence to Ben.
All right, so if you don't complain about that before.
During the time they play Division 1, of course they know that one day. Ball the day now who they pull ball. There was a time when FC UNC get this international partnership with Umbro. FC UNC donated balls to the Sierra Leone Premier League. Now National Stadium, doing Vandy in time or so as Premier League chairman. We donated balls. You understand? To FC UNC. This FC UNC will they talk so we get better international brands. Umbro kits na Sierra Leone. We get better agreements with Umbro, even more than the national team. But look at all those things, then decide for frustrate we. From what in the Premier League, you understand? That's these are the other worst parts of it. Where the then Premier League chairman Vandy are not thinking me to go cool just now. FC UNC don't relegate to. We've been there, I think 11 or so at the table. How we relegate? Now based on points. Game go don't play 3 months. Oh, that game will be played. They don't 6 points. That was the worst Premier League ever. If people will they follow, they don't 6 points. Game go play. No go do after 72 hours for petition. And when no go affect 2 years, and now other team then go play. But just because of this same thing, they go say, okay, this team not be go play. This thing be happen. Now so then 6 points. Say, come on, this day of our Lord, thing will happen 2-3 months, and that thing is 6 points. Now so they take 6 points. Say FC UNC relegate can to the Division 1. Fair enough, we not get problem. And think that the other team they be affect, but even though we affect other team there, it spill over to we. But we still accept. We come back to Division 1. But this time we will not play, we will not kick no that in there. They relegate we. That will not go take.
All right, James. I come back to you. Make I get dictionary quick before we go close up the program. Dictionary, we always in James don't say make several claims as well, saying that the Division 1 competition several times they don't go build water ball they needed and everything, and the decision with WAFA and SLFA also. What exactly you want to say about all this thing there?
So which I want to say is that this is African football. If you want to play football, don't the whole dirty, the field dirty for cleaner. Because we know the SLFA, they of themselves literally they can't even afford to do things for themselves.
But they get money for one day.
That's the problem, and they
get money for
so
one day.
lack out to the conversation. That's their own problem, and that one is their own. The issues are many in Sierra Leone football at all. So I'm going to quote directly as an article written by Nene Fofana, dated 9th of February 2026, on the story they covered for the SLF for the FC UNC, and I'm going to read directly what was written. It was stated, I'm going to set it to what the secretary said, James Samuel Esquire. He stated, if you read through paragraph 6, we issued a press release informing all clubs, 30 teams participated, but FC UNC did not show up for any matches. And in response, yourself, James Momori, listeners out there, head of administration, accused SLFA and WAFA of failing to communicate. In quotation mark, we received no calls, no messages, nothing. This was not relegation by performance, but by personal reasons.
Yeah.
Now, like I'm back, I was typing whilst you were talking, so we will get more factual. I'm going to still stand on this on 2 ways. One, from a political optics dimension, in which are they bringing Aisha Johansen in issue, it could be, say, na political whipping in the whipuna as a power struggle, possible, or perhaps na political marginalization. Let me not take out politics out of this.
it could have a role to play.
Me no want for
away
discuss.
from that.
Me no want for discuss
let me not discuss. You know the discuss. I mean the talk about time. You don't go court. Whatever thing you say or do, we use against you in the court of law. Away from that, let me come into the legal dimension. As per what I sat from the article being written by Nene seated here, I pick up two things as I wrote them down. FC Johansen on an argument based on three things. One, lack of notification. Secondly, administrative negligence. And the third one, improper communication. Even if you go in a court, now so level make on a submission.
Of course.
That tells you a legal counselor they give you for pay me self after this for no guiding better. So if what for anything good for the SLF, let them come into consultation is just $5,000. I will do that PR later. So it is important to know, whilst I was typing out, say going to court also with all these three burden of proof and level put across, the court get for examine them and get for where if una exhaust the internal framework of the SLFA, the level of action perhaps una actually exhaust them, you meet all the required bodies. If una get fact to that is good. If WAFA, as all this is still allegations, these are all claims.
Of course.
They're not been factualized here. Even as a journalist, I'm guided. Let no go and begin write me a letter for libel or for cyberbullying. It makes it clear that upon submitting this to the court, which I will know so you've already done, submitting to the court might watch them from a different standpoint. Say, one, there is a proof of official notice in which was it given to you people?
No.
Good. Second one, sorry for this cross-examination.
Okay.
It's more like
it's fine. It's fine.
You might get to see if there's an evidence of communication. Was there any?
No.
No, that's what you said. There was no message. And on a proper football framework, all football teams literally are legally run by themselves. The SLF is just administering and running oversee of everything they're doing. Yeah. So if you're inviting, and come to think of it, we could have tested the Snappy League. Someone even has done a Snappy League. Even the SLF may know.
They would tell they ask all the other divisions. Can anyone define what is Snappy Gala?
They may know that. Funnily, people don't know what's in a Snappy League. Why can't put Snappy League? You understand? So I'm talking to SLF directly. They could quote me anywhere. The mistake they made was they took the entire meeting of the ecosystem out of it and go to an Granny village. Where they don't make an aya. Get to invite football journalists, football pundits to get to ponder, and then you open up first of all. Let me discussional. Discussional, you invite league, say this is the Snappy League. This is what we want to actually put on the table. We get for discussing about and bring out the possible solution. And first of all, you need to enforce them on people. So last night, I said, lost this case. To be to young projecting it, lost this case. If the tower will go FIFA, I'm not serving as a PR though. Where FIFA, the level banner, and the suspend them literally level take total effect on the salon football of itself. And finally, you spoke about the decency and the cleanliness of football. Do you want the Sierra Leone Premier League? They constrain not to talk about those in the divisions.
No, but we are talking about best practice.
Yes,
the basic thing on a ball. Now ball will go play. Then you go to field, ball not available. And then SLFA they give money to WAFA for run this division.
And there comes the key thing with accountability. Now I'm expecting. Let me say entirely. I say salon football they run on precedent. You know then they talk and claim to President Babadi. When you come in the first 100 days, hey, the powder work, the powder do that, but the powder 50 days, now like 30, 40 days, they can't down the line, so you know this what they do. Now, WAFA don't begin malfunction, so you clearly say there's a malfunction in going in WAFA. And in just 100 plus, start your 40 days. In Babadi in the era, we're now going to court. Under your era, that tells you, say, what he was frowning at from Daddy Brahma in time to once in time, now this is how they go so. Who knows, we might even see worst of this. You spoke about best practices. That's the key thing. If WAFA is wrong, WAFA have to agree they are wrong. If SLF is wrong, I read through the statutory way the NSN give me. When I read through everything, they don't get rights for nothing at all.
Of course.
They're wrong. So if now you want bully the person, or you want to use ISA you want in cane for whip them, beer for them. Beer them. You understand them? This is football. This is not politics. Whatever issues they have among themselves, they could handle it. But WAFA chap, as per what I've read, as per the fact on my own decks, not interpretive of what the court might say, but as per your own sources and what I've read, WAFA made a mistake. Now ego literally they in play for now. So if they have to handle this, rather than going to court, WAFA can just come back, SLF can just come back, write a formal apology. So FC Johansen, reset to that, and so FC Johansen don't go want this. They go on because they want to see them back now as big boys.
No. Listen,
if they could handle this, they could wait.
We are
at the same time also, as at the round off, una get same shinkabi, una get Rikishi business.
What's that?
The same FC Johansen.
No, what's that Rikishi?
Rikishi in the sense. Now this issue has been around from last year. It has been around from last year.
No, this year.
No, that's from last year.
The snappy competition.
Not the snappy conversation. I'm not talking about the snappy.
Which is
FC Johansen murmuring of how they are being treated in salon football has been around from last year.
No, not only from last year, from more than years.
That's the key thing. That counts in the Rikishi business of you people. How? Because the how is this. Now, you already know how things are running in within the Salon Football Association. You understand them? And if you want to know the flag up things, every publication you make, I go to read it. Me, I scan through everything relating to Salon Football. Someone comments on the Facebook handle about say we know they give update about Salon Football. Salon Football, the update is good. We'll do it. Just a quick story about you. They watch me live. I see someone commented say we'll not talk about we league. We'll come now. The talk we'll talk about so now. As I was saying earlier, the FC Johansen knows that FC Johansen, from where I say Johansen come on power, you knew that issues of such nature left for the come up. So this is the key thing. What's on Yikishi and how for actually?
No, I just want to get that side.
No, you don't know. We don't know the side. No,
based on evidence. You understand?
Evidence though.
Football, even football, they play.
No,
they are go tell you this. This go tell you this. You understand? But if you don't have substantial evidence to submit, you cannot argue.
No, not to
understand. We all see what we play. FC Johansen be the Premier League. You understand?
Wait, you understand what I'm talking about? I told you.
I'm
not talking about the relegation. Put facts aside. You understand? We might discuss about the fact, but on a reality basis, which you actually know, say. FC Johansen for over years now, don't they get issues in and out when it comes to the football world in Sierra Leone? You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
And so what's the thing? I'm not talking about if they are fact to Robu State.
I want to address some things there. Okay. The issue here is, as I can say, Sierra Leoneans very difficult to manage the right way.
Not to worry.
You understand?
Not generalize. Most Sierra Leoneans, most
Sierra Leoneans very difficult. You understand?
Good.
When Madam Aisha Johansen came as FA president, it came with very good spirit for run football with integrity and govern and guide by
this same good at this pressure. So
Madam Aisha Johansen, we will always call Madam Aisha Johansen because I'm sure Madam Aisha Johansen don't be one of the best FIFA football administrator in Sierra Leone. You go on the internet to type Madam Aisha Johansen. So many good things about Madam Aisha Johansen.
And one of the key we go see, when you search BBC, go put on that they say during our era they suspended Salon football.
They suspended Salon football.
Yeah,
because of Madam Aisha Johansen.
That means you no.
You go search for you will see say we organize so international tournament. You will see say Madam Aisha Johansen don't be the FIFA council member. You will see say Madam Aisha Johansen don't be a CAF executive member. You will see say Madam Aisha Johansen don't bring so many infrastructure into football.
You see the politics. I tell you.
No. I don't tell you the good thing about
that is why SLF is bullying you people.
No. We don't care. We deal with facts and the rules.
Now the rule like with so.
No, when we go to FIFA and CAF,
let me go to
interpret and better.
No problem. It's interpreted.
So a quick one before we close in the program. With all this thing going on, so according to WAFA, SLFA for go down to Division 2 or so. When I get any intention for ever participate in the league, or when I just waiting for FIFA and CAF decision.
Okay, well, within the next 2 weeks, FC Johansen will pull an official press release where people will know with status on that.
That's
you understand? And secondly, the matter has been forwarded to CAF and FIFA for better interpretation about the rules. You understand? So after all that one day, FC Johansen will know what's in at the next step. But for now, within the next 2 weeks, we will pull a press release officially. Then, why is the court case they go on? Based on the advice we will get from a legal team.
That's good. All right, James. Thank you to James and Dictionary for waiting on January today and to light into this whole issue of FC Johansen, WAFA, and SLFA, and now the case relation to CAF and FIFA, and that's not a fortune, something very good for Salon football, but with the decision yet to be made and court case still they on with they hope for get a better response after everything. This not Truth Sport on Truth FM 103.9, Truth Media on Facebook and on YouTube. Plenty thank you to the viewers that wait on the retweet from where we started with the closing program, and don't forget the Truth Sport they come again tomorrow. Same time and better something day for discuss. And plenty thank you to my production team, my producer Israel Bangura, and also the technical team Simon Ansu and Joshua DJ Muski as well. Plenty thank you. So till next time, and the Nefofana have a lovely day.
I believe that
the money
this Valentine, love the take tip na the beach. St. Anthony Commandery number 458, Knights of St. John International. They invite you to the Valentine Edition Beach Fiesta, where they happen Saturday, February 14, 2026. Now the beautiful Sugarland Beach Cottage. Time for takeoff now 11 a.m. sharp na morning. Departure point, National Stadium Main Gate Side Streets. Sober sun, sea, sweet vibe, great company, perfect for couple, friends and lovers of good time. Ticket price now 100 Lions number. Yes, 100 Lions. Boku love, laugh and memories. No miss out on this Valentine Beach Fiesta with the Knights of St. John International, St. Anthony Commanding 458. Love, beach and vibe. This Valentine, we will go straight to Sugarland.
Stay tuned. This is Truth Radio on 103.9 FM, a new wave of radio listening in Sierra Leone. Stay tuned.
You dey listen to Truth Radio 103.9 FM, live from Freetown. Now, true the last.